it's Kayla, and welcome back to War of Prayers. Last time we had a meal with Liam, and he was super adorable, chowing down with Sora, so let's see what happens next. It's like the happy look on his face at dinner is showing in his writing. Liam really is a bad liar. I start cleaning up, delighting in this secret discovery. Once I'm done cleaning up the kitchen, I sit down for some after-dinner coffee. Liam's taking a break too. Sora and I are both listening to Liam intently. Troy's secret decree, the rat hunt, it means searching for traitors. What traitors? There's a group of traitors called Rebellion, which hides within Sanctus. Sora and I both gasp. I find myself lowering my voice. Wait, who are they betraying? Sanctus itself? Yes and no. Rebellion opposes the Prayer Maiden system, and they occasionally act as a thorn in the temple's side. The Prayer Maiden system? I look at Sora, not sure what that even means. Sora's tail droops. I can see where they're coming from. Basically, they want to lighten the burden we put on Prayer Maidens. What burden? Prayer Maidens have to fight shadows, of course, but once they become Maiden of a kingdom, they have to govern the place. And there's all these other restrictions. Can't do this, can't do that. They've got a point. They've kind of got a point, but that doesn't justify violence. Complaining openly about the system would probably fall on deaf ears, though. Sora tilts his head awkwardly. But traitor is such a disturbing word. Liam looks at me. He probably sees the look of anxiety on my face. In any case, Kayla, I'll take responsibility for protecting you. Troy assigned us both to this. I feel better hearing that from you. I always feel safer with you around. I smile and Liam pauses. He looks down at his cup of coffee and mutters idly, I just didn't want to involve you, I suppose. His smile is equal parts bitter and sad, with a little hint of anger mixed in. His unbalanced looks have become a common occurrence, but that doesn't make me feel any less fretful about them. But I'm fine having him with me. But he looks so sad, I hesitate to even say it. We finish the rest of our coffee without further comment. It's grown dark out. After talking about rebellion for a while, Sora and I both yawn. Liam is holed up back in his workroom, hard at work. I'd better say goodnight to Liam and head to bed. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. Just as I start to approach Liam's room, someone knocks on the front door 3 times. Who could that be this late at night? When I open the door, an unfamiliar man is standing there looking sullen. Wait, is that... I'm caught. Liam mutters in annoyance when he steps out and sees the man. Ah, this is the guy making demands. I giggle and look at Liam. Looks like it's time to pay the piper. Look, it's not done yet. Could you get him to leave? There you go again. You need to just talk to the guy. Liam slumps his shoulders in resignation. You and Sora can go to bed. This is gonna be a while. All right, if you insist. I hope he doesn't chew you out. Liam smiles wryly and waves at me, then steps outside. I guess it's not easy being a hot commodity. No kidding. Let's go to bed, Sora. Sure. I pick up Sora and head to my room. The rat hunt, traitors, rebellion. I learned a lot of unsettling new terms today. But I'll be okay as long as I'm with Liam. We can handle this. That note he wrote me is still giving me a warm feeling inside when I drift off. Liam Main Story Chapter 7. The next morning I wake up a bit early. Liam is sleeping on the couch when I walk into the living room. Was he up late last night? I'll let him sleep. I head to the kitchen to grab a quiet breakfast. There's another note on the kitchen table. Thanks for pot of few. Soft handwriting, like what I saw yesterday. Wait, what? I turn to check on the pot. Sora is peering forlornly into it. The pot's empty. He must have had another helping after work. Was he hungry? I look down at the note. The writing is probably softer because he was feeling full and content. I smile to myself as I picture him eating pot of few after a long night's work. Kayla, what are you grinning for? Sora droops his tail, still looking aghast at the missing food. I was thinking maybe I could make something for when Liam wakes up. How about making something for me? What to make? Maybe something he's never had before, or cherry pie, or something. Hey, my breakfast! I want to make something that will round out his handwriting even more. We're just ignoring Sora. I search around the kitchen, but it doesn't have many spare ingredients. Sora, I'm gonna do some quick shopping, okay? Hey, Kayla. Sora flops his ears looking anxious. Don't worry, I'll get lots of your favorite meats. It's not that, I'll be right back. I get a slightly uncomfortable looking Sora to mind the house while I go shopping. I'm walking through the city enjoying the pleasant morning weather while coming up with a menu. Let's see, I think the grocery store was this way. I head down roads that Liam showed me before until I spot a familiar looking man. That's the guy who came to pressure Liam last night. The man looks unfriendly and kind of snappy. Even the way he walks seems hurried, focused intently ahead. This is Liam's customer, and I'm supposed to be Liam's partner. I should go introduce myself. Maybe I could get him to lay off Liam a little. If I ask nicely, surely I could make Liam's job easier. I feel like I'm really onto something here. I approach the man excitedly. Hey! He turns down a dark alleyway without paying me any heed. I'm a little antsy about going into an alley that's still dark in the morning. What could he want in this dark alley? But hey, what if it turns out to be a shortcut to the grocery store? I'll follow him. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible idea. I draw up my courage and follow after the demanding customer. But when I step into the alley, the man is out of sight. I cautiously make my way forward. Then I hear what sounds like arguing in the completely empty alleyway. I go still and listen. Liam. Hindrance. Destroy the crystal. I can barely make out bits and pieces, but what I hear makes me gasp. Wait, is this what I think it is? The arguing grows more heated by the minute. One of the men raises his voice. I hear what sounds like glass shattering, followed by the kinds of grunts that I'd hear in a fight. The man raises his voice in saying something, but I can't make out what. I could swear I've heard that voice before. It's a cracked voice. I've heard it before, but I'm not sure where. Maybe if I get a little closer. Just as I take a single step forward, I hear a twig snap under my foot. Uh-oh! Who's there? I sense danger from the sharp tone of the man's voice. I turn tail and run. After them. I hear yelling and running. I try to run out of the alley. This has got to be rebellion. I have to tell Liam. I run for all that I'm worth, but I just can't outpace them in behind me. Their footsteps are growing closer. They're gonna catch me. I start to make a defensive pose, when suddenly a shadow hollow appears right in front of me out of nowhere. What? I'm in some serious trouble here. Shadows emerge from the hollow and fly past me towards the men behind me. While this is happening, I make it out onto the main road. The hollow appeared so suddenly. Shadows are looming, people are fleeing, but something about this is strange. The shadows are just looming, making no move to obstruct me or threaten me. They're not trying to protect me, it's more like they're calling dibs. It's as if they're claiming that rebellion needs to get in line if they want to dispose of me. A cold sweat runs down my back at the thought. I grip my crystal. I'm thinking too hard about this. I need to meet up with Liam and I regret not telling Liam before I left the house. Now I know why Sora had that look on his face, like he wanted to say more. He was trying to tell me not to go traipsing off by myself. Oh no. Let's go back to Liam. Okay, I've learned a hard lesson here, but I can't do this by myself. If I don't meet up with Liam as soon as possible, I won't be able to transform and rebellion will get away. I draw back reluctantly. It's pretty far from here to Liam's house. This is gonna be a sprint. I should have told Liam something. This still beats doing nothing though. I turn and start to run. Kayla, are you okay? I suddenly hear Sora. He's flying towards me, flapping his stubby wings with all his might. Liam is running after him with a stern look on his face. I feel instantly relieved. Oh, thank goodness. Everything will be fine now that they're here. I let out a heavy sigh of relief. Liam looks at me awkwardly. You're in for a scolding, young lady. What in the world is going on here? I'm sorry. I'll explain later. But we have to do something about those shadows. Liam touches a hand to my crystal, still frowning. My wand floats out and a magic circle traces itself in the air. A crystal lotus flower blooms. I grow empowered in the light. First, we have to deal with the shadows. I twirl my wand. Into the darkness. Abyss! First we get the shadows, then the hollow. Liam draws out his needles before I can finish, but he doesn't move. What's wrong, Liam? Something strange about those shadows. The shadows seem to notice that Liam is with me now. They hover around a bit before voluntarily retreating back into their hollow. What? I've never heard of any doing that. Me neither. I'd better sew up the hollow at least. Liam approaches carefully. I grip my wand ready to back him up, but the hollow closes right in front of him. That's weird. The city's peaceful again, but I don't feel satisfied at all. Is it because I got away from rebellion? Am I reading too much into this? I stare quietly at the hollow, and Liam walks over to me. Kayla. Yeah? Why did you leave alone? Well, Hearing that from him drives home how dumb this was. You're lucky Sora was there. You should have at least left a note, you know. I remember Liam's notes. That's right, Liam leaves me notes to keep me reassured. Even one word is enough to make someone less worried. I bow my head to Liam. I'm sorry, and thank you for everything you do, Liam. I promise I'll never go without a word again. I just realized how reassuring it is when you leave me notes, and how happy it makes me. If anything comes up, I'll make sure to leave a note. I look up. For some reason, Liam looks awkward now. Leaving notes is just a habit of mine. He scratches his cheek and looks off sheepishly. Aww. I tend to get caught up in my job and my tailoring designs. Oftentimes, I got so caught up that I wouldn't hear voices around me and I worried people. The relative I stayed with stayed busy too, so when I was focused on something, they'd just leave me notes without bothering me. His expression grows fond and a bit wistful. Eventually, I fell into the habit of leaving notes of my own when I went out. I've never heard anything about Liam's family before. I wonder what they were like. I can easily picture Liam having a whole conversation with notes, though. It's nice. It must have been a happy family. I hope I can meet them someday. I look at Liam, feeling warm inside. Liam smiles sadly. That was my only family, but we barely had any real conversations. Oh! For all those notes we shared, it's a regret of mine. I surmise from this that Liam's family's no longer with us. No wonder he looks so sad when he smiles. I hastily speak up, trying to get a real smile out of him. Okay, then I'll tell you welcome home with words. Liam's eyes widen. When you're busy, I'll leave notes, but I'll try to stick to talking. He smiles a bit awkwardly. Kayla, you were really... Liam trails off without finishing. I tilt my head, but Liam just shakes his head with a smile. From now on, I'll try to talk more. Great! I nod eagerly. Liam gives me a dazzling look. My heart leaps a bit at the sight of his eyes. It won't settle down. I hastily change the subject. Oh, right, Liam, I ran into some people that I think were rebellion. They were chasing me. I turned back to the alleyway. It's quiet and empty now. In the end, we got breakfast at a cafe. Sora is eagerly digging into some eggs and ham. Once we get home, I do a write-up about peculiar shadows and the whole run-in with the rebellion. Let's see. Liam, hindrance, destroy the crystal. It sounded like they had a falling out. I heard that grunting. I think back and write down every word I can remember, but I'm not very good at this sort of thing. I'm not sure. The hollow was, let's see. I'm sitting there twirling my pen when Liam studies my paper. This part's wrong. The shadows just hovered. They didn't attack anyone. Oh, is that right? Yeah. Were you shaken up? Yes, very much so. You can fix this if you'd like. I hand Liam the pen. He smiles wryly and adds more to the writing. Something hits me with the way he's writing. Liam, did something nice happen today? Liam looks at me in surprise. How could you tell? I'm not telling. Yeah, the best way to get to know Liam is through his handwriting. I feel like I've discovered a Liam that even Liam doesn't know. I feel happy and a little proud. Liam just tilts his head in confusion. Once I finish summarizing everything that happened, I show it to Liam. Rebellion definitely said the name Liam. They might be targeting you. I think we'd better report this to Troy before getting into any more danger. Liam looks conflicted. But if they were arguing, that means someone else had another opinion. That means there's more than one rebellion, and we still don't have any information about where they're lurking. That's right. Now, we stand to gain more information from letting them lie for a bit. Oh, I see. Rebellion's probably a large organization. If they're that big, then the upper levels can easily cut off the lower ones. So you want to take this chance to go on a fishing expedition. Liam's well suited for this job. No wonder Troy picked him first. Correct. It makes more sense to follow the lower levels up to the top and land a big score. Logically, Liam got the right idea. But I'm still not happy with this plan. But isn't this dangerous? What if something happens to you? I'll be fine, I'm used to this. I just hope this doesn't go up too high. What do you mean high up? Liam lowers his voice. It's entirely possible that Rebellion could have sympathizers in the temple, or worse, among the knights. The knights? I cry out and clap a hand over my mouth. Oh gosh, there might be a traitor knight. All the knights I've met are good people. I can't bring myself to think of them as part of Rebellion. Except for Christopher, maybe. He was a little suspicious. I'm more worried about you being in danger, Kayla. They might have seen your face. Do not leave my side for a minute. I need you ready to transform at a moment's notice, alright? I nod firmly. I'll talk to Troy about all of this later. Will you be okay, Liam? I'll be fine, and so will you. Trust me. I will. I give another nod and Liam looks at me bewildered. Then he gives one of his unbalanced smiles. Thanks. Why are your smiles so sad, Liam? It hurts inside. I start to look up at Liam anxiously. When I hear a knock at the door. Oh no, is it rebellion? Are they coming after me? Or after Liam? So lets out a growl. Liam holds up a hand to Sora and shifts in front of me. I'll open it. You two be ready. Right. I pick up Sora and back off a few steps. Liam opens the door with a tense expression. I can't see who's on the other side from where I'm standing. Liam talks with the visitor for a short while. His voice grows increasingly loud. I have nothing to discuss with you. Leave. Liam apparently really wants his visitor gone. Sora and I look at each other, then take a peek at the visitor. It's Christopher, the mystery knight we recently met. I don't know what kingdom he serves, or who his prayer maiden is. Listen, Liam, I've seen a lot of suspicious activity from Shadows lately. I've come to Sanctus to investigate. That's none of our concern. Leave. No, it is. I really need to talk to you and Kayla. No. Liam is stubbornly rejecting everything Christopher says. Liam, Christopher seems serious about this. A little talk wouldn't... I start to interject until Liam gives me a sharp glare. Don't let him cajole you. There's nothing to discuss. Christopher looks like he wants to object. Liam looks at him and slams the door. Liam, don't trust this man. He could be working with rebellion. Liam practically snarls. I look back at the door, but I didn't get that impression from him. Even after the way he stared at our necklace? Liam seems fervent about this, and I have no idea why. I'm just feeling worried and anxious. Liam, main story, chapter 8. Liam slams the door in Christopher's face. I watch Christopher through the window. He eyes the door hesitantly, and then he turns with a resigned look and walks off. Once Christopher is gone, I speak up cautiously. Liam. Sorry, I'm gonna go clear my head. Liam walks off to his workroom without so much as looking at me. I wonder if they have some sort of fight from the past. The door slams shut. It's clear that Liam wants nothing to do with Christopher. But Christopher was talking about shadows. I'm still curious. I quietly open the front door. I can still see Christopher walking off. Sora, I'm gonna go talk to him real quick. Don't do that, dummy. Wait, Kayla. I'm gonna lose sight of him if I don't hurry. I'll be right back. Gosh, we're so dumb in this game sometimes. Sora tries to block me. I brush him outside and slip out of Liam's house. Christopher is so tall. It's not so hard to spot him at a distance. Christopher! I run up. Christopher looks at me in surprise. Did Liam let you go? No, but... You said you wanted to talk about the shadows. I figured a prayer maiden should hear this out. Christopher lets out a huff. I bet you run Liam ragged. Wait, what? Try to have some regard for him. Oh well, let's find someplace better to talk. Christopher starts walking without sparing me a glance. I follow after him, tilting my head. He takes me into the woods, back behind Liam's house. This is something I don't want other people hearing. This is an isolated area, but don't worry. Christopher declares calmly. I nod and speak up. You're a knight, aren't you? Where do you normally stay? The kingdom I protect no longer exists. I just pursue the shadows and slay them. No longer exists? Does that mean... Christopher continues before I have a chance to venture my guess. I'm sure you've noticed some shadows acting strangely lately, including when they showed up in town today. You knew about that? He nods. I happened to spot some shadows as I was walking by, but you were in the middle of dealing with them, so I stayed back and watched. He could have said something, but I guess he and Liam are on bad terms. Christopher continues without giving me time to think. Kayla, the shadows around you have a regularity to them. You mean the way they act? Yes, I think they're after you. What? I cry out, shocked. Christopher repeats himself. They're after you. That's what I came to Liam's house to tell you. What's going on? Why me? I'm pressing Christopher for details when... Suddenly, a hollow opens, precisely in time to interrupt me. The timing sends a chill down my spine. Oh no, I can't transform without Liam here. Christopher, I know. I hope this drives the point home for you. I'm sure of it now. Kayla, you are in danger. Christopher draws his great sword, shifting to cover me. Shing! The sword he draws is dark, black in color. Can you fight without a prayer maiden? As long as I'm a knight. Christopher's blade flashes out toward the rushing shadows. His strength is overwhelming. The single slash is enough to cleave the shadows in two, making them fade. Shadow after shadow reaches out towards me, but Christopher slashes silently through them all. Christopher's strong, but there's not going to be an end to this. Christopher, I'm going to go get Liam. Then we can... I start to step away. Don't leave my side. Christopher's angry yell comes too late. The shadows all rush at me. I freeze up startled and a black flash goes off. It's Christopher's great sword. I hear a voice. Kayla, where are you? Liam! I immediately run towards him and the shadows all home in on me. I told you not to leave my side. Christopher yells, turning around. The shadows reach out for me. My eyes go wide, but then Christopher throws himself between me and the shadows. Christopher takes a direct hit from them, and more rush in to beat him down. Christopher! That's when it happens. My crystal gives off a powerful dark light. A dazzling, gentle purple light drives back the shadows, pressing in on Christopher, protecting him. Why is my crystal protecting Christopher? Christopher eyes my crystal suspiciously. I think they're after your crystal. Then he reaches out to touch my crystal. Christopher, what are you doing? All this Christopher and crystal is making me slur my words. Sorry, guys. He draws my wand out before I can stop him. Why? I thought only Liam could draw that. Okay, guys, so this is interesting. Turns out Christopher can draw out our wand as well and make us transform. So what's going to happen now? Are we going to switch to being Christopher's knight? How does Liam feel about all of this? We'll figure it out next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. You seem very